What's up, guys? Dom here with Restricted America. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Obviously, if you've been following the Massachusetts new gun bill coming out, you've noticed that there's not a ton of content or posts from the mainstream media, basically putting out any information about it or putting out any more favorable information to our cause. And you've seen that even more specifically since we've started this repeal effort to repeal H.R. 885 in Massachusetts. We've seen almost no articles or anything like that from, local news, maybe a little bit, or, mainstream media news. But we finally have an article with somewhat favorable leaning towards our cause from Western Mass News. They do tend to be more conservative news than, say, something more towards out Boston or even, Fox 25 News. I don't even think they've done any reporting on this. But I'm going to read the article for you today and make sure it's actually telling the right information. So it's labeled Getting Answers, New Gun Bill Facing Backlash. And there's actually a video. I'm going to include the link. It does have a lot of views on YouTube. I think it's up to like 34,000 already, which is amazing. Anything that's getting the word out is great. But yeah, it's labeled Getting Answers, New Gun Bill Facing Backlash by Chris Pisano and Ryan Trowbridge. East Longmeadow, Mass, WGGB/WSHM. New state gun control legislation just signed into law this summer is already facing pushback from gun owners across the state and in Western Massachusetts. Even though it doesn't take effect until late October, a grassroots effort is now underway to put the issue on the ballot for voters to decide. You may have noticed the signs already that read, Sign petition here, protect the Second Amendment, stop Bill HD 4420. It refers to a bill signed into law in July by Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey called an Act Modernizing Firearms Laws, which is also known as Chapter 135. Touted as safety gun legislation, cracking down on ghost guns and strengthening violence prevention, supporters claimed it modernizes Massachusetts' existing firearms laws to address issues such as untraceable ghost guns and 3D printed guns, enhances the red flag law, increases violence prevention programs in the state, which is obviously the main line that all the other news articles have dragged, but they're more just trying to be devil's advocate there. However, almost immediately it faced stiff opposition. A petition is now circulating throughout Massachusetts calling on gun owners to push back against what they said is an unconstitutional infringement on their rights. Of course it is. It doesn't prioritize actually protecting the community from violent offenders. It just penalizes lawful gun owners, said Mike Meuner, co-owner of Pioneer Valley Arms in East Longmeadow. Meuner, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, I apologize, told Western Mass News that the new gun laws present a confusing tangle of rules and regulations with so far little clarity from the state. The problem is a lot of it is just sort of cobbled together. One of the major things that we saw as a major issue is the training aspect, where, hey, there's a whole new curriculum in place for licensing processes. All of the previous LTC courses that have been approved will no longer be valid as of August 1st. It's a new curriculum that doesn't exist yet. Meuner also said there's been no information from the state regarding the approved firearms roster, which means he's still unsure which guns he'll even be able to sell. As of August 1st, again, same concept, every long gun must be approved, while there haven't been any submitted for approval, so that essentially freezes sales of all long guns in Massachusetts if you were going directly by the verbiage of the bill, he noted. Which is true. They haven't added anything besides the pistol roster. There's no long guns or shotguns or anything on any other roster because no one is really sure what's going on with that. State Senator John Velas voted for the bill. He said he supports the rights of gun owners in the Bay State and understands their frustration. I don't know what actual district he's from. I'm actually going to look that up real quick. Yes, he is... John Christopher Velas is an American state legislator and Democratic member of the Massachusetts Senate since 2020. He previously represented the 2nd Hampton and Hampshire district, which includes his hometown of Westfield, and currently represents the Hampton and Hampshire district after the 2020 census. And yes, he is from the Democratic Party. He's not from my area, so I'm not very familiar with him. But back to the article, one of the beautiful things about this country and this Commonwealth is that if you're upset with something or don't agree with something, or you think something is unconstitutional, you have every right to bring that forth, challenge that, and let either voter, in the case of a petition, on a ballot, or courts decide if that's accurate, Bayless said. That's exactly what supporters of this referendum petition are looking to do. Let the voters of Massachusetts decide if our lawmakers have gone too far. It doesn't strike a balance of potentially depriving someone of their right, Muir said. The deadline to sign the petition to repeal Chapter 135 is Monday, October 21st. That's not true. It's got to be way earlier than that. I think they're trying to have everything signed by like the end of this month, so September 30th. I think the latest maybe a week after that, but again, it should be before September 30th, so do not listen to that. Just 2 days before the law goes into effect, organizers need at least 50,000 signatures for the referendum to be placed on the November 2026 ballot. And it doesn't say this, but of course it will be frozen. The laws can't be enforced until it is voted on. And obviously if it's voted out, it's voted out. We don't have to worry about it. If it's voted in, then, you know, it will be law. It will be unfrozen, and then obviously the lawsuits will start to pour in then. But yeah, this article is fairly fair to the repeal effort. I wouldn't say there's any real bias besides the fact that they kind of towed the line of, you know, ghost guns, existing firearms laws, red flag law, increased violence prevention programs in the state. That's obviously all bull crap, but I can see that, you know, they're trying to be neutral. Really, any coverage like this is going to be good. I would say that it's also we need more of these types of articles to come out, because I feel like still a lot of people don't know about this. I feel like a lot of people still don't even know that this passed. You know, forget that we're trying to repeal it right now with signature drives. That's it, folks. I just wanted to go over that article with you, correct that mistake about when the petitions and signatures are due. If you want to go volunteer and try to get these signatures, go over to civilrightscoalition.org. They'll email them. They'll be able to hook you up with some sheets, and, you know, you'll be able to coordinate with them where you can get them signed, who you can get them signed by. They'll give you instructions. If you haven't signed yet, there's a link, and I'm going to put it in the description of this video again, where you can go look where you can sign, what times, what places, who's the coordinator. You'll be able to find all that out on this website. So if you haven't done that, please make sure to do that. Bring other people, not just yourself, and make sure they know that they're a registered voter and they know which town they're registered to vote in. That's important, because that's going to dictate which sheet they're going to sign. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these types of videos, please give it a like, leave a comment or concern. Let me know if you've signed or not yet. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to do that now. Other than that, guys, stay informed and stay unrestricted.